Richard Blevins, better known as Tyler Blevins, better known as Ninja, is a Twitch streamer from the USA. Ninja just so happens to be the most successful video game streamer in the business right now, something that he solidified and expanded upon when he posted a video recently of him playing Fortnite with Drake, and it went viral like crazy.
When Epic gives me the Hotline Bling emote, I'll do it, but until then, I'm on straight.
Boy.
He now has more than 4 million followers on Twitch, and more often than not has a 6-figure viewer count every time he streams. Beyond those streams, he's actually a pretty accomplished gamer, starting with his career as a professional Halo 3 player back in 2009. In such a career, there's plenty to learn about the man. So without further ado, let's check out some of the top facts about Ninja Blevins. Blevins Philanthropy.
We raised over $114,000 for suicide prevention and awareness.
This video is going to show you just how much money Blevins is making from his streams. From the income from the subscribers on Twitch to the sponsorships that come from that, he's really making money hand over fist right now. He doesn't just hoard that money though, as his Wikipedia page mentions that he's a well-known philanthropist. Every month, he donates money to pay for surgeries for shelter animals. And in addition to that, he also donates money to the Foundation for Suicide Prevention. In February of this year, he held a charity stream that raised over $110,000 for the Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And in March of this year, he held a massive Fortnite tournament at the esports arena in Las Vegas for its opening. While most celebrities use those events to look like they're donating to charity, while using their fame to get people to donate in lieu of them actually spending any money, Blevins actually pitched in a lot of the money himself, in addition to the other people who donated.
We are going to do, I think, what's the swear jar at, like 1900? I'll donate probably double that.
And the person who ended up winning $25,000 as well. That goes to show you that Blevins is actually trying to be conscious about his wealth and do some good work outside of streaming. Before we go on, how about taking a second to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you always find out when we put up a new video. It'll help keep us on our toes. Let's get back into it. He credits his personality and skills for his popularity.
I have to compete with all these people who like double, triple, in some cases quadruple my viewership.
For someone who's never visited Twitch, the sheer number of people broadcasting their streams can be a daunting discouragement for entry. So as a broadcaster, you really have to find a way to stand out in order to establish and grow an audience. There are countless ways that people can do this.
Well, if so, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
And you can tell that there are certain ways that people believe will do exactly that.
Senator, we run ads.
I see. That's great.
As a lot of people obnoxiously scream while playing their games. Because that's what they believe people want. However, what they fail to understand is that a lot of people watch game streams to be entertained, and also to see someone compete at a level that they can't. Otherwise, they'd just be doing it themselves. This is something that differentiates Ninja from the herd. In an interview with CNBC, Ninja said that in addition to his goofy personality that includes crazy shenanigans and impressions, it's the high level of gameplay that sets him apart from the average gamer.
I think that the combination of that, it's like a hybrid, and it's just really fun to watch and a pretty positive environment as well.
This list will show you just what it takes to actually get to that high level. But in the meantime, you'd better sharpen up your impression game if you want to reach Ninja levels of popularity, fame, and riches. He's been on Family Feud. Eagle-eyed, mostly unemployed people with access to the internet about 3 years ago noticed that Blevins and his folks were on Family Feud in 2015. There were multiple Reddit posts and subs like R Competitive Halo and R Fortnite BR that discussed Ninja's time getting awkwardly introduced by Steve Harvey.
I will take responsibility for this. It was my mistake. It was on the card.
The man responsible for reading the wrong Miss Universe. Reddit user xSpiceMeme420 must have seen a rerun of that episode recently, posting to R Fortnite BR that he also saw Ninja on the Feud. Luckily for us, he broke down Ninja's time on the show, or at least part of it. Blevins' family won the head-to-head and ended up going for the $20,000. Ninja was one of the 2 people in his family chosen to go for it, and ended up winning the $20K with the final question, where are you most ticklish? Blevins answered belly and then feet. That was the #1 answer and garnered 51 points. That $20K was divided amongst his family, but it was actually less than he'd make spending the same amount of time streaming on Twitch. He has a model for getting into streaming for a living.
Starts playing and it's like, and I'm just like, what is this song, dude? He's like, it's the pom-pom, bro.
While he clearly plays a lot of video games, namely Fortnite, for a living, Blevins doesn't suggest that you do the same.
Stay in school, make it grow, make it work, make it better.
at least initially. Ninja is a rational guy and understands that while he clearly had and has the work ethic needed to succeed in the industry that's made him rich, most people won't have the same luck that he did and won't end up making a living playing video games.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because of that, he suggests that people don't quit their job or drop out of school to begin their streaming careers. In an interview with RedBull.com, Blevins said that one of his biggest pet peeves is hearing from people that they're going to take a year off to focus on doing just that.
It's kind of ironic that I'm a dropout because I read more, I like to learn.
Saying, some people joke about taking a year off to do some full-time streaming, quitting jobs or school, and I'm just like, no, that's the exact opposite of what you should do. He suggests that you actually continue your normal day-to-day while pursuing your streaming career, maintaining sleep and time spent with your friends and family, just in case things don't work out. That'll allow you to continue at your job or with school, which is a great thing to say as the world's most famous Twitcher.
Because I stopped going to college to like pursue this fully.
He plays Fortnite 10 hours a day.
Just keep on working at it. All right.
While playing video games for a living sounds like a dream come true, it, like many other things in life, doesn't really come without putting in a tremendous amount of work. In that same interview with Red Bull, Ninja stated that he's honed his Fortnite skills by practicing and playing a lot.
I just want to be better than everybody else, dude. Like, I want to be the #1 rank. I want to be higher than everyone.
I play Fortnite at least 10 hours a day, Blevins stated, which seems like a ton. That includes the time that he spends streaming, as well as the time he spends offline honing his skills. While that's his normal day-to-day now, he didn't start his streaming career by immediately playing games for that many hours a day. And in fact, he doesn't suggest that people looking to get into streaming video games for a living do either.
You can't just drop everything and focus on playing video games for a living. It's also becoming a very competitive career choice right now.
While he clearly has a strong work ethic, he suggests that anyone looking to get into the industry should keep their day job or stay in school. He gives Halo credit for changing his life.
It's over. Give it to me.
Halo not only changed first-person shooters forever, but it also changed the life of Tyler Blevins as well, as that was the game that his brother, John, purchased when Blevins was just a kid. It was that game that he fell in love with, and that his brother played incessantly, at least according to a recent interview that Blevins gave. In that interview, Blevins said that had it been any other game, maybe he wouldn't be where he is today. But because of the earth-shattering changes that Halo had, he decided then and there that he was going to pursue video games as a full-time job. Blevins said, I picked it up because I was watching him play all the time, and that was just the game that did it. It could have been Call of Duty, and that would have changed my entire life too. But he picked Halo, and that was pretty much it. It was better than any other game at the time. It was everything. He doesn't play Halo anymore.
I just wanted to get out for now, man, until they get their together.
Despite the fact that he credits Halo with changing his life and putting him on the path to become the most famous and rich gamer in the world right now,
I came from Halo, and then Halo was horrible. No one really on Twitch watches it.
Blevins actually doesn't play Halo anymore, including the most recent iteration. The original Halo games were created by the video game company Bungie, which no longer has the rights to the game. Halo is now created by the game studio 343, and because of the fact that the market was flooded with Halo copycats, at least according to Blevins, 343 felt the need to make changes to the franchise that they didn't create in the first place.
I think 343 knows what they're doing with the competitive side of Halo.
Those changes ended up making Halo not Halo anymore, at least for Ninja. I think to a certain point it was fun, but it wasn't Halo. I think of the classic, slow, methodical Halo. No sprinting, a battle rifle, 4 shots, clean movement, no clamber, and no jetpack. None of that. And 343 are sitting there and feeling that they've got to change the game. So they add more stuff. It's like the exact opposite. They had the formula where it was working. If it isn't broke, you don't fix it. And that's exactly what they did. He broke Twitch records with Drake.
How many kills did you have that game?
14.
Yeah, what the?
Now, Ninja was already an established and well-known streamer before he broke Twitch records by playing Fortnite with Drake recently. That's how and why he ended up playing with Drake in the first place. However, playing Fortnite with Drake completely smashed the previously held records on Twitch. So much so that it's actually surprising that Twitch could handle all the traffic that Drake brought to the platform. Either way, it was a major win for everyone involved, including Drake, as it showed that he was a regular person who can break the internet basically wherever he goes. So let's get to the records. The previous record for the most people watching a live stream was set by Dr. Disrespect.
Get out of here!
When he had 388,000 followers watching his live stream, Drake and Ninja completely destroyed that record, as they had 600,000 people watching them at the same time. Wow. It also helped Ninja's following, as he's literally doubled his number of subscribers, adding over 2 million followers since the game with Drake. Considering that he gets $2.50 per subscription, he literally made $5 million the week after that stream.
I think the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, dude. Twitch is blowing up.
Wow again. He's been adding about 60,000 people at the low end and over 100,000 people a day since the stream, meaning that he's been adding between $150,000 and $275,000 a day since Drake reached out and decided to play Fortnite with him. Apparently, Drake was a fan before they played together, reportedly watching him play on YouTube and Twitch, and also Drake had been playing Fortnite for about 2 months before he joined in as well. Blevins' following is huge.
If you count how many subs I get and ad revenue and some other things, like that's usually what I make potentially in a day.
SocialBlade.com is an objective third-party website that keeps track of all sorts of social media information and really could end up being the end of a lot of social media personalities and even politicians, in that it shows the real subscription numbers behind people as opposed to some of the numbers that have been inflated by bots. When it comes to the topic at hand, it shows that Ninja is by far the biggest personality on Twitch.
Rice gum?
Created in January of 2016, Ninja's channel has an A++ rating, meaning that he has the highest regard in terms of followers and for not having any sort of shenanigans going on with bots or anything like that. He also added 2.1 million followers just in the month following this famous stream we've been talking about, thanks to teaming up with Drake. He's rich.
There are reports that you're making more than $500,000 a month.
It's fairly obvious that Ninja is well off from his streams, but some may be surprised by the amount of money that he actually makes each month.
Twitch Prime allows people to like claim loot and collect loot with specific games, and they recently did a deal with Fortnite.
Like most streamers, Blevins does a great job of diversifying his revenue stream, making money not only from the clicks his stream makes, but also from his sponsors, affiliate marketing, and donations. Unlike YouTube, Twitch charges people to subscribe to certain channels. It's $5 to subscribe to Ninja's channel, revenue that's split 50-50 between Twitch and Blevins, meaning that he's receiving about $100,000 a month from new subscriptions alone at $250 per subscriber. Yikes. He also receives donations from his followers, and it's been reported that he receives about as much money in donations as he does from subscriptions, meaning that he's getting about $100,000 a month in donations too. Ninja also brands himself well, meaning that you can buy all sorts of Ninja gear from his or the Twitch store, which is reported to bring in about $100,000 to $200,000 a month as well. That doesn't even begin to touch on his affiliate marketing plan on Twitch or his YouTube channel, which brings in even more jack for the 26-year-old. So much for parents complaining about wasting time playing video games, huh? We'll never waste your time either, so hit that subscribe button and notification bell to always find out when we put up a new video. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.